Hey guys, Bar and PABrewNews, listening to the Burning vinyl. And got a beer here from the mystery beer mail from Joe. Average Joe. Okay. Alright, here we go. We're just going right into this. Very straw. Light honey hues. Wow. Soft haze. Almost a little soft tornado of carbonation in there with a big old pillowy head that you just want to sleep on, baby. Looks extremely clear, but there is a haze going on, a hop haze. So let me put this here, and I'll do a cut the informations. Your papers, please. Cut the paper off, like we do. And I think it was one of those reviews. Unfortunately, I didn't read the tag. Unfortunately, but we'll give her a go. Okay, a little bit of alcohol like sticking. Just a little bit of stuff clinging to the side of the glass. Protein's not really riding this glass for a little bit, so it might be a little bit on the thinner side, but of course the color is very light too, which is indicative as well. So, here we go. Cheers. Got a little bit right there. Slightest hint of a confectionery sugar sweetness. Just a little slightest hint of that sweetness. I am getting a lot of pineapple. Not pineapple. Oh my god! I really need a beer apparently. Wow. Grapefruit is what I'm trying to say. Nice little zest and piffiness of a grapefruit come through. Hints of earthy pine, subtle hints of earthy pine. Almost a hint of a perfumey note. Yep, but just nice little zesty, kind of almost like a clementine and a lot of grapefruit. Yep, so let's get into it. Cheers. Super light body. Super light body. Wow. Super light body. Hints of softest, faintest hints of a perfumey pine. Little hints of that in there. You have a definitely drying sensation. A lot of drying notes going on. A lot of tannic drying notes in the back. Not tannic, sorry, bittering notes from the hops. They're just drying the shit out of my face right now. The body's super light. It's probably in the 5-6 range, ABV wise. It might even be a hair less than that. I'm not really sure. But there's nice hits of zesty, piffy grapefruit mixing in with that earthy pine. Hint, like subtle hint, like I said, subtle hints of that almost perfumey note, just very subtly in there, mixing it, blending it all together. That soft hint of so subtle of a hint of something that reminds me of a little bit of a cereal grain kind of sweetness in there, only yes, but it's not really bready, it's none of that. It's just the faintest sweetness that is almost not so soft you can't even talk about it. It tastes like almost like an all-day IPA, kind of that kind of ilk. Right up front, a little bit of hint to confectionery sugar sweetness, a little bit of that cereal grain sweetness, just a hint. Then it blends down through, and you get that grapefruit, big grapefruit. Pine is subtle; it's not overbearing like pine, but it's there. It's there. It's a little bit earthy, a little bit aromatic. It's nice. It's very hop forward, obviously. Malt's nil to nothing. Very light, very low malt base, but it's pleasant enough. It's pleasant enough for what it is. It's pleasant enough. I'd probably give it like an 8. So if it's an all-day session IPA, I would give it an 8. If it's a regular IPA, I'd give it a little bit less than that, just because I'm not. It's like it's got so thin. So come on, if it's a regular IPA, kick up the malt base a little bit, give it a little bit more ABV, give it more of this, give it more of that. But I don't know what it is. So there you go. It's delicious for what it is. Good aroma. Softest hint of that sweetness. Just to kind of try to play with some of that zestiness. That's what I'm getting out of it anyway. So let me pour the rest in. think even some more hoppy. Oh my god. Alright, well, I'm going to re-drink this because a whole bunch of shit just fell in this thing. And now it's haze for days. Oh, wow. This will definitely change the beer. Wow. That is a bready son of a bitch. Smooth, bready. Wow. Smooth, bready. Of course, the attack of the hops is gone. Now it's super drinkable, easy. Now, I don't know if they wanted you to drink it with the shit in it or the shit out of it. I don't know. You know what the funny thing is? Yeah, I'm not going to say it. At first, I had like the kind of the session IPA, all day IPA kind of feel and vibe. Now I'm not sure if it's something more like a. Well, I don't know. It's just very bitter. Very. It's one note wondery, one hit wondery in a way because it's well, I mean not one hit note, but a couple grapefruit, pine, a little bit of aromatic perfuminess, just a hint of it. It's still there, but now with all this sedimentation, of course, you have a built-up bready backbone, almost a little bit of a oaty sweetness, just a hint of it. And of course, it's got a medium body now, but it's still the same beer. It's just with a creamier medium body, and some of the attacking aspects are muted now under that. Little zip of a tangerine sweetness in there, which is nice. It's just a little faint hint of it under all that grapefruit. I don't know. I would like to have known how to drink it if they wanted to be, just put the whole thing in and then drink it, or to leave the sedimentation out then drink it. I don't know because I don't know what it is. I know there are chunky goodnesses in like Heady Topper and stuff like that, which after I put all the chunky goodnesses in, I was like, oh, well, maybe it's something more like that. Maybe it's a well-hidden ABV, but a very low malt base, but for some reason they got a cranked-up ABV somehow. I don't know. And it's really hard to compare the two beers, because at first it was like an all-day session IPA, but now I'm getting all these different notes, and the body's kicked up, and I'm like, could it be that? I don't know. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Let's go find out. Definitely an IPA. Just don't know if it's a session, a double, or a regular IPA. Maybe we'll find out. Weird. Now, I'm a little confused because the last beer I had, this is different, a lot different, and it's different in a different way, and I'm really confused because it's not drinking anything like the other can I had, and it's definitely had no sedimentation in the other can. This Haze for Days, what's this all about? Or was the Haze for Days so mixed up in the other can for some reason that it blended smoothly, and it didn't, because it went from like almost clear to what the fuck, and that completely augmented the whole flavor character. I don't know if this is an XPA from last year or this year. I have no idea. All I know is I don't like this very much. Compared to the other can I had, I don't like this very much. Now, I mean, this could be from the same fucking 4-pack and Joe's just fucking with me, but I don't like this very much, honestly. I mean, just bland, bitter, that fucking chunky ass sedimentation that just dumped in my glass. I'm like, that's not chunky, but it's like, it's just so muting everything I wanted to taste, and it's not really giving me any positive notes. So, I mean, this one is a higher, actually, we have an information sheet, goddammit. We have an information sheet, and I'm going to read it, because this is what we do. instead of keep on conjecturing about possibilities. Let's see what the damn thing says, because I'm really confused. Now, of course, it is the Woodcock Brewing Company from Wilson, New York. It's the XPA 11.0 American IPA. I actually think the other, now I don't have it with me, I threw it away, the whole deal, blah, blah, blah. I think the other XPA was 10, I think. And this is 11, I think. I'll have to look at the video. But 6.5 alcohol by volume. The ABV is hidden. You know, that's a good thing. 40 IBUs, man. It drinks like a lot more IBUs than that. It's just, there's no fucking body, man. Even if it said, you know, like, I don't even know if it says, hey, make sure you shake the shit out of this and then pour it, because it's in a fucking can. How do you do that? You know? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this could be the same beer twice that I'm drinking right now, and this one, I just don't like it. I don't like the beer. I don't like it. Okay, anyway. It's available at the brewery and various retail outlets, Western New York. $4, you know, $13 a 4-pack. Their XPA series is getting quite popular. Looks like it was 23 months. It's an IPA series that changes each hop, month of blah, blah, blah. This month, they did a dual can release with El Dorado Lemon Drop and HBC 682 hops with Pilsner torrefied wheat, oats, caramel. See, and caramel for the malts. I mean, I get that softest hint, especially without the yeast in it. It got a little bit of hint of a cereal grain sweetness, a little bit confectionery sugar sweetness. A lot of torrefied wheats and stuff will give you. But the thing is, the hops, it doesn't make any sense. Like, what did you do? Because lemon drop's nice, but there's no lemon drop in this. Like, what did you do? Like, I don't understand. They said people have enjoyed the series, should really like this one, but I haven't had my can yet. They can show the can should be around a week old, the beer mail. So yeah, I don't like it, man. It's boring. It's boring. It's a one-hit wonder. I mean, you could have basically just put Simcoe in this or whatever, just to get the big grapefruit and the nuance of pine and earthiness, the perfuminess, and been done with it. I mean, I don't get any of that kind of like lemon drop goodness. I don't get, well, El Dorado. El Dorado's got some crazy ass fruit that comes out of El Dorado. Not getting it in this one. The only fruits that I'm getting in this one is that huge grapefruit. There is an underlying, like a vein of tangerine kind of notes under that, and then mixing with some nice earthy aromatic pine with hints of perfuminess now around it. I mean, that's what I'm getting. And this dump of fucking sedimentation is so muddled and mucky that you almost ruin half the beer you just drank, or you want to drink. You know, you're like, bloof. What? Because most of the beer poured clear. I actually, even though it was more abrasive, more drying, and more in your face with stuff, I actually preferred that than this muddled this. Because this is so muddled, it takes all those little hints and nuances of the tangerines and things like that I was getting, and muddles it under a fucking blanket of fucking wet oats. And it doesn't really bump up the sweetness at all. It's muddled. It gives you a chalky, grainy, bleh, and I don't like it very much. It's okay. Don't get me wrong. It's not the worst beer in the world. I'm gonna give it a 7. 7. I'm dropping it to a 7 because it wasn't a session IPA. It wasn't like, what do you guys kind of missed the mark on this one, in my opinion. Everyone else is like, you are an idiot, and you can say that because generally I am. So rock on, guys. 15-minute babbly review. I didn't say every tasting note under the sun or anything, like some people do, but what I got, just as I talk to you, I guess I can get a hint of that lemon drop in the back, but I'd rather not conjecture And now that I know what it is and be like, oh, well, maybe I'm getting that. Fuck that, man. I didn't get it when I drank it. I'm not getting it. The end. Muddled. All right, I gotta go. See you. Bye. Fuck this. Cheers. I'll do another one later. Whee!